Hello and welcome to Newswarm. I'm your host from the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris, and today's Newswarm is kind of a damper topic. So here we go. If you guys like how we cover the news, subscribe to our channel. Make sure you guys like this video and comment your thoughts down below. I'm sure it's pretty clear to anybody who looked at the community tab what we're covering today, and that is the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack pricing reveal. And man, for Nintendo, this has been a disappointment. A huge disappointment, with many people voicing backlash to it. In second place, we have the Metroid sales are crazy across the board, Apple Music coming to the PlayStation 5, the State of the Intellivision Amico, and Xbox Series Mini Fridge is coming. So second place is Metroid. We'll probably cover that later today. So here we go. Without further ado, make the most of your Nintendo Switch system with the Nintendo Switch Online. All right. I never thought that the original service, Nintendo Switch Online, for $20 was a bad investment, especially since you get online play, although there wasn't a paywall when you first bought the Switch, and then there was. Shout out to Review Deck USA for pointing that out, because I completely forgot about the fact that you could play for free online until Nintendo introduced the paywall for a probably far less optimized online service than any of the other competing companies. But I digress. For $20, you got access to Super Nintendo games, Nintendo Entertainment System games, online play, and an expanding library for $20 for individually, or $35 for the family, and that can go for up to 8 Nintendo account holders, which is pretty cool. However, Nintendo introduced something that everybody was very excited about, and that was the N64 games. I think that's the thing that made most people excited for Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, was the idea of N64 games. There's far less people that are interested in the Sega Genesis, and very few people saw the out of left field inclusion of the Animal Crossing DLC, which ended up being a part of this expansion pack. And that DLC is $25 standalone, or if you pay for the expansion pack, you get access to the DLC until you stop paying for the expansion pack. So what is this going to cost you? It's going to cost you $30 additionally on top of the $20 you're already spending per year for Nintendo Switch Online. So if you want access to only the N64 games, you can't buy it a la carte separate from the Animal Crossing DLC and the Sega Genesis games. Instead, Nintendo has created this bundle pack where you get Nintendo 64 games, Animal Crossing, and Sega Genesis lumped together for $30 additional dollars. What I don't understand is why you would take a DLC for a game that not everybody owns and say, here's something free with the service. It doesn't make sense. You're bundling something that only applies to a subset of your customer base. Not everybody plays Animal Crossing, and saying that this is a benefit of the service makes no sense to me. On top of that, the expansion pack is too costly for what it is, and that is an additional games for free on the service. N64 games are not that expensive to begin with, at least digitally on the Wii U. So if you have a Wii U, they usually cost between $7.99 and $9.99. And let's be honest, anybody who's getting into the anybody's getting into the N64 Online service to play the N64 games probably has a couple of their own favorites, and the rest of them are just bonus items. So if you were to go buy them a la carte on the Wii U, you'd spend $7.99 to $9.99 per game. Up to 3 games would be equivalent to the increase in the price of this membership, and you'd probably have the 3 games that you want. So Nintendo is offering you this service. It doesn't add a whole lot, at least from a value standpoint, and you're paying 1.5 times the price of what you're currently paying. You're paying 150% of what you're currently paying, or 150% increase of what you're currently paying. Or in the case of the family membership, it's a $45 increase US dollars. So if you're paying for 8 Nintendo account holders at $80, and it's essentially $10 per person, it's not that bad. But for individual accounts, there's like this unnecessary tax on the individual users for Nintendo Switch Online. And I just can't get behind this. I was really excited to play N64 games on the Switch. It was really cool. But since Nintendo is all about this bundling expansion pack that I don't care for the Sega Genesis and I don't have Animal Crossing, all I wanted was N64, $30 is too much. I can buy whatever N64 games I want on the Wii U, pay far less money, and enjoy them one game at a time as I get through them. Versus paying $30 additionally per year and getting a whole bunch of games I don't want or need. So, and DLC that I don't want or need, and the Sega Genesis games I don't want or need. So I was really excited to play N64 games wirelessly with an N64 controller, but the value proposition has changed now that I know it's $30 instead of $10 or $20 additional. And throwing in that DLC does not change my mind. Don't want Animal Crossing. I don't want the DLC. I don't care. So Nintendo, fix this. Give us a la carte options for bundling. Maybe it's $10 to add N64. Maybe it's $10 to add Sega Genesis. And if you buy both, maybe you get the Animal Crossing DLC for free. But $30 and no ability to get these a la carte, this is just bad business, and it's going to push a lot of customers away from buying this. It'll still be successful because it's Nintendo, but it's anti-consumer. This is what it is. This is anti-consumer. Nintendo, this is a mistake. Let's make a consumer choice. I'm not buying it. Not at its current value proposition. This is not a good value proposition. So, as always, I am Chris from the CHRILLCAST. Comment down below your thoughts. Are you going to get this anyways, despite the value proposition they're presenting to you? Or are you avoiding it like I am? Let me know down below. And I will see you all on the next one.